Hello again, everyone. Today I'd like to try something different. I've had, consistently, I get inquiries about why I believe getting our emotional needs met is the answer to overcoming anxiety and even addictions. And at the same time, I thought a lot of people ask me about the online program and how it works, as in a bit of an oversight of how is it possible to help people with anxiety and addictions in this environment that we're currently in online. And I thought the easiest way to do that would be to actually two birds, one stone effectively, would be to I'll share my screen, we'll go inside the program and just dive right in at the emotional needs. And from there, well, we can hopefully do two things. It'll give people a clear idea of how the program works and the belief systems behind it, and why, I am so confident in using the emotional needs, and more so our resources and how we use them to remove anxiety and addiction and get on with our life the way we're meant to. So what I'll do is I'll just share my screen and we'll go into this online program. So I won't go into the whole program, obviously, but what I can do is give you a quick overview. So for people, students of the program, we have a news feed, which is like your Twitter or your Facebook. Sorry, my internet's a bit slow today. We have courses, which I'll build on. I'm probably going to put a couple of mini courses for people with specific issues rather than the whole anxiety or addiction course. Enroll in courses. There's forums where we have discussions and groups relative to particular issues such as anxiety, addiction, panic attacks, OCD, etc. So within the course, 21 days, so therefore 21 lessons. There's quizzes, topics, etc. And we go right through. So introduction of how the course works, what you'll learn, a breakdown of what it is you're experiencing. So there's the newsfeed again. Sorry about I don't know why internet's so slow. So we'll go back to that course. So what it is your experience, how to manage it. So week one, basically a rundown of all the anxieties, etc. Learning how to control our emotions, managing panic or anxiety attacks. Not relevant to everyone, but some people are anxious, and especially people that also use habits, addictions as a coping mechanism. There are often problems with childhood psychological trauma. So what we do here is we actually disassociate the emotions from the memory, so that you can live with the memory. You'll always have that memory, but it won't be painful. So there's self-hypnosis audios in here. Obviously one there for the trauma, another one for the addiction, and one right at the beginning to remain calm here on day 3. Because you need to be in a calm state of mind, a rational mind, to think clearly. But yeah, we go into all that in the course. So on to what we were saying is our basic human emotional needs. So what I'll do today is give you the rundown. I won't go through the action steps and the exercises that we do on the course, but we'll go through the basic emotional needs. Everyone's aware of our basic physical needs, such as shelter and water, warmth, etc. But our emotional needs are equally as essential. I've seen it time and again. And there's an audit. Feel free to ask me, Fred. There's an audit here that we do on day 10. And then we analyze the results of that, and we come up with a game plan of individually what those needs are, and then we come up with a personalized plan. But if we just run through these, and then I'll run through day 10, the actual resources, day 9, sorry. So yeah, purpose. We all need to feel that what we do has meaning, that we serve a meaningful purpose. That is our life purpose. And that what we do or contribute matters. And that varies over our life, whether as a parent, as a leader in the community, what we do for work, etc. Intimacy, or feeling emotionally connected to someone, family, friends, or life partner. This is someone that we can trust and just be ourselves with. We remove that mask or that facade that most of us have to live with in this current world. And of course, the physical intimacy of physical contact with another human being. It is often said that a hug is one of life's best medicines. Attention. I think we all realize that we need attention, but what we forget is we also need to give attention. And that's just as important. Again, I won't go into it in detail here, but the downside of that is there are some not very nice people there that would exploit that need. Like that. I won't go into it. Security, a safe environment where we do not feel afraid. One where we feel we can develop fully to our potential. Autonomy or volition, feeling that we have control of our lives and we do things because we choose to. Community, as in we're all tribal. We need to feel part of a tribe, somewhere that we feel we belong. Privacy, which is enough time on our own for reflection, analysis, and decision making. Status, to feel valued, appreciated, and accepted. And self-worth, being aware of our abilities, our competence, what we have achieved, and the value we bring. They mightn't seem like much, but if you have a good think about each of these, and in the audit, you score yourself from 1 to 7, you see very quickly what's missing in your life. And the more of those that are missing, the more likely we are, and definitely the more vulnerable we are in relation to addiction, depression, and anxiety. The good news is that we all have innate resources that we were born with to deal with these. And that's where my therapy really works. We all have these resources, but for various reasons, whether it was our upbringing, our current environment, or sometimes we simply just misuse those resources. In order to get our needs met, we have an inbuilt set of human resources with which we can understand and interact with our environment. These are identified as emotions and instincts, which help us to understand what's happening around us and respond accordingly. Our emotions drive us to act, quite literally, to move. For instance, the emotion of fear will prompt us to retreat from the cause. Our emotions all have a vital purpose in our drive to survive. Empathy, the ability to build rapport, empathize, and connect with others so we can care for each other and share as a group. Memory, the ability to develop complex long-term memory, which enables us to add to our innate knowledge, remember experiences, and learn. Imagination, with which to focus away from emotions and problem solve creatively by trying out ideas in our mind. Pattern matching, the ability to know, to perceive, and understand the world unconsciously through a subtle, metaphorical pattern matching process. a fundamental way in which our brains work. Reason, a conscious, rational mind that can check out emotions, analyze, plan, fine-tune, and question. Enhanced awareness, the potential to develop and observe in self, that part of us which can step back, be more objective, and recognize itself as a unique center of awareness, separate from intellect, emotion, and conditioning. Dreaming, our brain's way of both preserving our instincts and diffusing uncompleted, unresolved, or unfulfilled emotional arousals, so as to create spare mental capacity for the next day. So yeah, that's them. Where I mostly work is imagination. For example, people that are highly stressed are constantly worrying. All that is a misuse of this resource, imagination. You know, when we're constantly imagining or worrying about this worst case scenario of what's going to happen. Pattern matching, that is, as much as it's a great tool here if used properly, what mostly happens is when we sense something's about to happen, or when we worry about something, what we're doing is we pattern match to a time in the past when something went wrong, and then we imagine that's what's going to happen again. The good thing is we can learn to use our imagination in a good way, as it says here, and to visualize how we want our life to be, and then focus on making that happen. And the same with pattern matching. What we do in the program is we do a pattern interrupt. Enhanced awareness, again, together with the imagination, we can do some amazing visualization and step into that new self. And dreaming, I'll do another video one day about sleep and dreaming, but dreaming is critical for us to, as it says here, fix all the unresolved emotional arousals of the day, so that we can then spend the rest of our sleep time in body repair instead of tossing and turning. So yeah, hope that helps. Two things. Hope it helps people understand how the emotional needs, and more importantly, the resources we all have, how that works. And as well, gives you an insight into how the program works, all the way from what it is and how to control it, and moving on to daring to believe in a brighter future, and living the life we were meant to live. So yeah, what I'll do now is stop sharing, and I'll just finish this video. Again, as usual, if you have any questions, queries, or if you want to book a free 15-minute chat, you can do so by booking. If you're looking on Facebook, it'll be up in the cover photo, and on YouTube, it'll just be in the link in the comments below. Thanks and cheers. Till the next time. Bye.